as they speak. As many of you know, our law firm has been at the forefront of some of the most important litigation in the United States. We like the tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases. We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases. I believe that this one may surpass them all. There are many facets to this.
So, guys, if anyone is here, you're watching, just looking at the video of the updates on Didla. If you don't know who Didla is P. Diddy. Didla is a P. Diddy. So they just came in. I saw that as a breaking news. Usually I don't do, but one thing that made me wonder is exactly what we're going to find out. So let's take a listen. I'm not going to speak much. Let's take a listen. Yeah, let's take a listen.
The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years. There are many people and many entities.
So 20 years. It's been happening 20 years. 20 years abusing minors, 9-year-old from 25 states. So United States has 50 states, and P. Diddy managed to abuse people, young and old, boys and girls, men and women, across half of the country. So I'm not going to speak much, as I said.
Involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices. We will expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates. These brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less.
Yeah. So
the biggest secret in the entertainment industry.
What does it mean
that really,
when they say everybody's going to be implicated in this case? What does this mean? So all those people that have been involved and they kept themselves away, you are going to be implicated. And we know some of them are known. I've seen some videos done on YouTube and other places, Twitter and stuff. So let's take a listen. The reason why I'm going to stop the video and talk again is because I'm trying to avoid the copyrights. So let's take a listen.
Really wasn't a secret at all, has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward.
So there are more victims. In this case, there are many, many victims. Many victims. So we probably going to hear how many victims so far they have.
Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us.
What? Wait. Whoa. Wait. How many victims? I want to hear this part. How many victims? Whoo. Whoo. Whoa.
Forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us.
200. Guys. Whoa. Damn.
The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point
3,000.
More than 3,285 individuals contact us.
Super nuts. So 3,289 victims. Victims. You know, victims. This is super hectic. 3,289. I think that's what I heard. Let's hear again. How many victims? So many victims, man.
That really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward.
How many?
Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals.
Okay, 85. So it's 3,285 victims by P. Diddy. By P. Diddy. Wow. This is unheard of. This is unheard of. Let's take a listen.
Contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now
so far we know the main person behind all this is Sean Combs. P. Diddy, actually. We're calling him Diddy now. So he has been abusing 3,285. That's the largest number, man, across half of the known ones are 25 states, from 25 states. There are 50 states, remember? Half of the country was abused sexually by this man.
Now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities.
Ooh. So what does he mean? So there'll be many people that will be implicated in this. Many people will be implicated in this. So 200 of these people are being represented. 200 of them are being represented. 200 of the victims are being represented. Okay, by this company, I don't know how many are being represented, but now it's 200 of the victims are being represented. Wow, this is amazing. It's not amazing, it's heinous crime. Heinous crime. Definitely heinous crime. Let's hear more.
That we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases.
Entities. More entities and more people are going to be called to order. Many entities and many more people are going to be called to order. It's a large number. It's a large number of people, actually.
And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI.
So there's going to be perpetrators and entities and being reported to the FBI. Just to understand a little bit, So there's going to be perpetrators. I don't know how to write perpetrator. Imagine. Perpetrator. We're going to correct this. Okay. There's going to be perpetrators and the entities and other people being implicated. And more people implicated. And the going to be reported to the FBI. Yeah, crazy, man. This is super crazy. So entities and more people implicated, and they are going to be reported to the FBI. Dang.
And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs.
So already, some of them have already been reported. Some of them have already been reported. And I don't know who others. Been reported to the FBI. Dang. This is getting out of hand. So when you check properly here, I'm going to repeat, there are 320, 300, the victims altogether are 3,285 victims. The ones that have been, have made calls. But so far, 200 of the victims are represented. But so far, and they're saying further, there's going to be more entities and more people, many of them implicated, and they're going to be reported to the FBI. And some of them have already been reported to the FBI.
We had received a small volume of calls and it screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were...
Yo, this is hectic. This is hectic.
Pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't...
So initially what he's trying to say is that there were actually, people, there were like people, right? That already reported, but as soon as there were victims, and there were victims coming, and other victims got courage to approach the FBI. And it seems like there's going to be more victims reporting to the FBI. Yeah, that's so. Some, as I said already, there's been the number of victims by P. Diddy and these people altogether are 3,285. However, the one that are being represented by this by this firm here, 200 of the victims are being represented. And they are also saying that the entities and more people implicated in this matter of P. Diddy, and all these are going to be reported to the FBI. And again, some of them have already been reported to the FBI. And as soon as there are victims coming, other victims got courage to approach the FBI. So that's how things are at this point in time. So
Otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared.
they were scared. I think now they're not scared. So, of course, many of these victims, many of these victims are scared, and at least there'll be less victims being scared here. Yeah, many of these victims are scared, and were scared. You know, were scared before. So, but as more victims comes to report, then um, many of these victims are and were scared. So, as I said, I'm going to repeat, there are 3,285 victims that have already reported, and there are going to be more victims coming in. And they're also saying 200 of the victims are being represented by, I don't know which firm or law firm. And the entities and more people implicated in this Didla's shenanigans are going to be reported to the FBI. And again, some of them have already been reported to the FBI. And as soon as as soon as the victims started reporting, and other victims got courage to approach the FBI. But this guy goes on further and say many of these victims are and were scared before, but now there'll be more and more, and they're expecting more victims to come forward. So let's take a listen.
They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families.
Mm.
They are afraid of retaliation. From
I mean, that's what happens. The backlash, you obviously going to have a backlash. You're obviously going to have a backlash because, I mean, if you come forward, uh, you come forward, and you come forward, and then and you tell people that, oh, guys, I've been raped, and stuff like that. Obviously, you receive a backlash. Either people will be against you, or they're going to say something about it, and it won't go down well. So yeah, there'll be somebody that will not like this at all. So yes, backlash from the community and their family. And what about the world? Because some of these victims are well known to the public, to the world, as they were the biggest stars at the time. So definitely backlash will be there.
the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety.
Mm, 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 mm. When you have done something, obviously there will be a because if they are known, if they are known like perpetrators, if they are known perpetrators, people who perpetrated this heinous crime. If there are these people, if there are more, criminals, dangerous criminals out there, they probably they are probably starting, they're probably already arranging their trips, or probably hiding. Where are they? So uh, yeah, the backlash will be there. And now, if there are more criminals out there, they are probably hiding. That's what it says. Okay. And just to remind you, if you watch this video later, there are 3,285 victims by P. Diddy and his crew. And the people that are being represented are 200 of the victims, and also entities and more people implicated in this matter will be reported to the FBI. Again, some of them have already been reported to the FBI. And again, as soon as the victims start coming in, and other victims got courage and to approach the FBI. Many of these victims are aware and are still scared, some of them. Why? Because there would be a backlash from the community and their family. Again, if there are more criminals out there or perpetrators, they are probably hiding. So I've put a question mark there. They are probably hiding. This is breaking news.
Expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed.
Many powerful people will be exposed. Many powerful people will be exposed. Who are these powerful people? You know, many of these powerful people. Who are they? Is it only Sean Combs, or there are also other powerful people that were involved in this? So who are these powerful people that will be exposed? Will be exposed. Who are these people? So we need to know. We need to know. So, all right. Okay. Just to remind you guys again, this is a breaking news, and I'm trying to break it down in parts and parts and parts so that we can get the gist of this, even if you watch this video later. And for those who have not been following, P. Diddy is a superstar from Hollywood, a music mogul. Um, and there were about 3,285 victims by P. Diddy and his crew. Again, people that are being represented, about 200 of the victims are being represented. Entities and more people implicated are going to be reported to the FBI. That's according to what some of them have already been reported to the FBI, these powerful people. And as soon as there were victims coming, as soon as victims started coming, more victims got courage and brave to approach the FBI. And that's what has many of these victims are or were scared. So some of them will come forward. This is a bit scary. There will be backlash, and some of them they're afraid because of the backlash from the community and their family. Again, if there were more criminals out there, if there are more criminals out there, they're probably already arranging the trips to travel and hide their money. And many of these powerful people that will be exposed. Let's take a listen.
Many dirty secrets will be revealed.
Oh, what are these dirty secrets? What are these dirty secrets? Yeah? So we need to know what are these dirty secrets. For by now, most people already know the dirty secrets that P. Diddy was involved in. So we all know. Okay, what are these dirty secrets? Having sex with the boys, having sex with the what? Jesus Christ. So what are these dirty or dirty secrets? What are these? Let's take a listen.
We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length.
Yeah, man. It's terrible. It's terrible. Honestly, it's super terrible. Let's take another listen here.
Will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love.
So if you are defending this, if you are defending you, if you are defending, some of these victims, some of these perpetrators, if you are defending the criminals, then the rapist, then you will be involved. You will be involved. So it's a bit kind of it's scary. It's pretty much scary. It's pretty much scary. So for those who have just joined me, I'm gonna remind you we are on breaking news and some more things coming out right now. So let me just give you the updates. 3,285 victims by P. Diddy. 200 of them are being represented, and that entities and more people will be implicated and they will be reported to the FBI. Some of them have already been reported to the FBI. And as soon as there were victims coming, more victims got the courage to come through and report that they were abused. And many of those victims were scared to come forward. Why? Because of the backlash from the community and as well as their family. If there are criminals out there, they are probably hiding. That's what I'm saying. Many of these powerful people that will be exposed. And what are these dirty secrets? They said they are dirty, dirty secrets to this. So let's take another listen.
The reason for this word fans, they're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media.
Damn. So you've been exposed as well, maybe.
When I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo.
Ah, this is not your first rodeo, my bro. Keep talking, keep talking.
Victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct.
Yeah, so he's already telling everybody out there that, guys, if there's anybody else who's afraid because of this conduct, don't be scared. Come forward, okay? This is your first rodeo as well. You know? So don't be scared. Come forward. If you are a victim, some sort, if you're a victim of some sort, through through P. Diddy, don't go through this. Don't go through this. Just go and report. That's what this guy is saying. Okay. So let's take a listen.
They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always
so don't be scared. Come forward. Don't be scared. If you're a victim of some sort through PDD or whatever that happened, don't be scared. Just go forward. Don't be scared.
Mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims. As I understand,
This guy, he believes victims. This looks like if somebody was, I don't know, man. This is so twisted. It's different from a Michael Jackson, Simpson. Totally different from R. Kelly. I mean, when you look at the R. Kelly's case, it's nothing. It's been dwarfed. I mean, let R. Kelly come out. He's got a talent, and I don't think he'll do it again. Let him out. Let him bring him out, so that he can come and entertain the people again. This is more than R. Kelly's case.
Understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me.
There you go.
If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone.
You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. Come forward. If you are the victim, come forward. So it's not only P. Diddy. If you've been molested, abused by any celebrity or by anybody, even by your father or your sister, your brother, don't be scared. You are not alone.
There is a great strength in numbers. You can seek redress. You can obtain justice. We can help you, and we will help you. That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call.
I just don't understand, honestly. I just do not understand how P. Diddy managed to victimize the known number of victims of 3,285. I don't know how he managed to do that. This is more than what R. Kelly did.
Receive. We have had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration. For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos, texts.
Some of them are already deleting text. Some of them have already deleted text. So there's evidence. There's evidence, and this ranging from text, videos, pictures, audio. That's crazy, man. Audios against these criminals. These are really, really hard, that are real criminals. Whew, guys. Now, look here. They said that there is evidence, and this ranging from text, videos, pictures, audios against these criminals. If you have just joined me, there are 3,285 victims by P. Diddy. This is the breaking news. And 200 of the victims are being represented. Entities and more people will be implicated and reported to the FBI. Some of, as soon as there were victims coming, and other victims came, and because they got encouraged. Many of these victims were scared, and some of them are still scared because of the backlash. And again, if there are more victims coming, more criminals out there, they're probably all already hiding out somewhere there. They could be hiding, but many of these powerful people will be exposed. That's what he said. So what are these dirty secrets? We are here to find out. If you are defending the criminals, then you will be involved as well. No problem. If you are a victim of some sort through P. Diddy, please come forward. That's what you've been asked to do. And you are not alone. If you're a victim, you are not alone. Come forward. If you know yourself you are being abused, not only for P. Diddy, but if you're abused by someone, by your neighbor, by your father, mother, brother, sisters, or something like that, or co-worker, you have to report your crime, the crime of the crime that happened.
We check venues, we check dates.
Mm.
We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit.
Dates and venues. Dates and venues. And if it is dates and venues are collaborated with the evidence. Oh my God, with the evidence, then this is gonna be hectic. Oh, this is gonna be hectic. It's gonna be hectic. There's evidence, and this ranging from text to videos and all that. But then again, dates and venues are collaborated with the evidence. Which evidence is this? It's the audios, videos, and pictures and text. Super crazy, man. Super nuts.
We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are corroborations.
What did you say?
For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos.
Yeah, I heard you.
These cases are hard to prove.
What are you saying? Is it hard to prove? What did you say?
Each claim. We're using our common sense. We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit.
Talk.
We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police.
Major offender, former detective. So I don't know what is this. So this former detective. This former detective will form part of the investigation. That's why we say it's a breaking news. We'll form part of the investigation, and we'll put the evidence together. They'll put the evidence together. So that's what will happen here. Former detective will form part of the investigation unit, and will put the evidence together. We'll put the evidence together. It's getting scary, man.
Police department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense.
Okay.
We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is
Oh
hard.
yeah,
In some
it's,
cases,
what he means that this is not easy case. What he means is that people can be threatened. Threats. Even like I said, threats from social media and many other people involved, and this is not easy case. This is not easy case. Definitely, this is not easy case. So, whoa, threats from social media, and this is not easy case.
the process is very lengthy. These cases are hard to prove. Many times it's the victim's word against the alleged person.
I don't understand how you wrote your speech, my brother. You're confusing me now. You are saying that this case is not easy to prove. Isn't you just said you have put the former detective just now? You just said that you have put a former detective to help you, and you have collected the evidence from ranging from audios, text, pictures, videos, and you're gonna look at dates and venues if they collaborate or cooperate, and find the evidence. So why do you say now threats from and this is not easy case to prove? Stop confusing. I was following you. Now I'm getting confused.
Perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love
Keyboard warriors.
We know what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly.
Keyboard warriors. So keyboard warriors. Yeah, somebody will attack somebody. Keyboard warriors. And will attack the victims. Okay, so I get the point now. I get the point, Baba. I get the point, Baba. I get the point. Get the point. So keyboard. It's keyboard. Sorry, keyboard. Not the key warriors. Keyboard warriors, for that matter. So this is gonna be hectic. So keyboard warriors will definitely victimize the already victims. Re-victimize.
I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of behavior wasn't so pervasive.
Oh, yeah, bro. Shit. Do your job.
But it is what it is, so we will press on.
So this guy is not really giving up on this case. He's continuing and is not giving up on this case. That's gonna be really so. Keyboard we used to call them keyboard reactors or keyboard what? Keyboard warriors will basically attack these people, and they are. This case is not easy to solve or to prove, and the threats from social media, and this is not easy case as he claims.
As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point.
Okay, 200. What did you say? I didn't hear. I was doing something else. Please repeat.
Behavior wasn't so pervasive, but it is what it is,
and
so we will press on. As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point.
Okay. Why my sister there is looking confused? Oh, it's just the way she looks, maybe. And the other one is, what's happening?
To pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females.
Ooh. Divided between males and females. Go ahead, bro.
There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims.
60 males and 60 females have joined. So what this is so 60 60 males and 60 females have joined to solve this case. Wow. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. So, wow. Great. Awesome. So I want to hear this again. Who are these people?
It is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
Plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American.
Whoa. Okay, so 62% African American. Okay. Is it not just the Black American? What is African American then? What is African American? What does this mean? They're not even from Africa, bro. Jesus. That's why these guys, they feel like it's not their country. They must just do all these bad things. So 60% of them are African Americans. Let's just put it that way. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. I don't want to get emotional.
30% are white.
White? But they're not maybe white. Let me just leave you alone, bro.
And 60 females who have joined us
Yeah.
to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group,
Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Yeah, shit. Yo, nigga.
62% identify as African American, 30% are white.
So 30% are white in this group. So 30% are white. You know, because it was why the number, there's a 60%, 62% are African Americans that have joined this team to solve these claims. So, but 30%, only 30% are whites or are white. And then probably 32% are Spaniolo, I guess.
The remainder are Hispanic or Asian.
Oh, remainder 50 something, 20 something. It does not even know. All Asian, Hispanic. The remainder is Hispanic. I don't understand. He doesn't know because you maybe you don't know how to identify them. Remainder is Asian or Hispanic. So what is all? What is all? You gotta be kidding me. What is all? What is all? Somebody help me. What is all? What is all? What does it mean when somebody says all? Because if you say Asian or Hispanic, you're not sure their race, right? You can't say all. You know, you're not really sure about this. I'm not angry.
The victims are from more than 25 states.
Woo!
The majority are from California.
25 states. That's half of the country. The victims are from 25 states. 25. That's half of the country. Now remember, United States has 50 states. You know, but P. Diddy went for that's super crazy, man. Mad Max, how you doing? Mad Max. How is this possible? The victims are from 25 states. United States United States has 50 states. 50 states. United States has 50 states. All the victims are from half of the country. Dang. Man, Diddy should be jailed forever. That's what Mad Max says. Man, wait, R. Kelly should get out. No, let's get R. Kelly out. No, man. R. Kelly did not victimize, raped, and people from half of the country. Half of 50 states, like who? So I'm telling you, United States has 50 states, and the victims are from 25 states. This really, he should get, like, already we are talking about the victims that are about 3,285, and only 200 are being represented there. And then entities and more of them will be attached. Okay, we know that. And there'll be a report to FBI. And as soon as the victims are coming, and more victims will come, more and more victims. From 3,285, they will probably shoot up to, 10,000 victims, or even 20,000 victims. But they will face the backlash, because these guys have got supporters. If there are more, and I'm sure some of them are already hiding out there. And many of these people, many of these powerful people, this guy claims that he will expose them. So the dirty secrets that have been involved, what are these dirty secrets? So if you are defending these guys, definitely you should be jailed too. If you're defending P. Diddy, you should be jailed too. And if you know that you're a victim of some sort, please come forward, go to the police station and go report. Because there's going to be this day and age, the evidence of text, audio, videos, pictures, and we don't know even other evidence. Could it be Siemens or whatever it is? What other evidence that you can get out there? Saliva, blood, emotional, psychological problems and stuff like that. So once they put these venues and the dates and everything, and all the detectives that have formed part of this investigation, they'll put that evidence together and link it. They will link it. They'll link the videos. They'll link the text. They'll link the pictures. They'll link the videos or the audios. They'll link them together to the dates and the venues. But that we know that there will be threats from social media and all that. But what can you do? Here we have got keyboard warriors that will attack these people. They said that 60 males and females and 60 females that are form part of this claims to try to sort out issues of these claims that I was raped by P. Diddy. I was one of them. So 62% that forms this part, meaning this team, 62% are Black Americans, okay, not African Americans. These guys are not from Africa, okay. P. Diddy ain't from Africa. Stay there, my friend. Stay there. You're not even my friend. How embarrassing. Now the whole world sees how Black people, how bad they are. The picture they've been painting. And this is the right time for America to expose Black people like the way they are doing right now. Don't embarrass Black people, guys. So 30% of this team, 30% of them are white people, and they're saying that the remainder is Asian or Hispanic. We have Mad Max here. He said that. Okay, I'm gonna figure out what is that. Now the victims are from 25 states, half of the country. And the United States has 50 states. Diddy should be jailed forever. Mad Max said it. And which Hollywood celeb involved, according to you? There's this guy, I'm thinking, Mad Max. This guy, what's his name? Oh, the biggest Hollywood guy that I can think of is Jay-Z. Jim Fox. Jim Fox has been there holding. He even said he used to hold a. He was one of the people that aided making videos. Jim Fox was making videos. Mad Max. Okay, let me just write here. I'm thinking James Fox. I don't know how to write James Fox. Yo, what are you saying? Are you serious? Leo DiCaprio. Yo, my friend. Sure. I'm thinking also uh James Fox. I'm thinking of Jay-Z. Oh, definitely Jay-Z. I don't know what's gonna happen. Jay-Z, you're going to jail, my friend. You are going to jail, my friend. Mad Max says, you know, Leo is going. It's, dang, man, it's just a large number. Okay, let's find it. Listen, this is interesting. Okay, we can find actually the video. Some of those things I don't really don't know. He's on guest list. I read from Google News. Google News, man, shit, yo, bro.
York, Georgia, and Florida. And I want to focus on the ages of these victims.
Now we're going to hear the age of those victims. Yeah, like Mad Max. Like I don't know. This should be a big list. How are we gonna do fact check about some of these Hollywood people involved? This is actually a very good question. Which Hollywood celeb involved, according to me? Let me see. Where do we do a fact check? Okay, let's say a list of Hollywood actors involved in P. Diddy. Hey, in P. Diddy case. Ooh, guys. Yeah, you're right. Megan Fox. Guys, I'm just going to copy it. This is Times of India. Times of India is just... Oh, my God. Times of India, I don't know how truthful this is, but according to Times of India, it says that... Let me just give you guys this thing here. Times of India says Leo DiCaprio, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Ashton Kutcher, Paris Hilton, Howard Stern, Russell Brand. Russell Brand. Oh, I thought it was Russell Simmons. Mariah Carey. Oh no. Jennifer Lopez. Yes. Yes. Russell Simmons. Yes, Russell Simmons is there. Usher. But Usher was a victim. I don't get it. Megan Fox, how can you get involved in this? How can you get involved in this? Okay, let's hear.
When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking.
It's shocking. Come on. Shoot.
Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
Oh, fuck. Damn, P. Diddy. 9 years old. Oh my God. Youngest victim was 9 years old. Oh gosh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Youngest victim was 9 years old. Damn, people, you can commit a crime like this?
We have an individual who was 14 years old.
14. Shaka Zulu. Mid says LeBron James said, "It ain't no party like a D-Day party." Huh? Uh, it no party like it. Yo, this is hectic. Now we have 14 years victim, 14 years old victim. James LeBron. Actually, I look like LeBron, actually. LeBron James. It ain't no party like a DD party.
We have one who was 15.
15? Yeah, 9 years old is also a victim. And 15 years old is also a victim. 15 years old is also a victim. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Like he said, but they'll press on this case. So it's crazy. So ranging from, I mean, other cases, we probably don't know about other cases basically here. There could be youngest kids that were involved there. 9 years old. So here we have 14 years old. What is it? The youngest was 9 years old. 9 years old being raped because I want to be a superstar. Please, I want to be a superstar. You know, it no party like a D-Day party. Then there's another victim, 14 years old, 9 years old, 15 years old. LeBron James plays basketball. Do you know him? I know him. When I was in China, people thought I was James LeBron. I know him. He's my brother. Yep.
25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
25. Did you say 25? 25.
Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
Hey.
We have individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time. We have an individual who was 14 years old.
15.
We have one who was 15.
Go ahead.
25 of the 120 individuals who are.
So now, hey, bro, like the way you're building the case is like confusing. You said that there are like 200 of them. Now you said 100 and something, and now you're saying 25. Oh, quarter, 25. 25% of the victims were, I don't know, maybe some of them came to Africa and it took some you don't know, man. These guys could come to Africa and do all kinds of stuff, you know. Oh my God. How is law and police in USA? Will other celebs be caught? Yes, they will be caught. They will be caught. 25% of the victims were minors at the time of the crime. Angela, hi. It's been a long time, Angela. It's been way, way long time. It's good to see you, Angela. It's good to see you. No, like this. No, I should do like this. So, which state you from? Who? Angela, which state are you from? So let's check it out.
In these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the acts complained of is very
wide. There's one thing I did not hear, bro. Wait.
We have one who was 15.
Yeah.
25.
25% of them were minors at the time of the act.
of the 120 individuals who
You said 120. Earlier you said it 200. Okay. Virginia. Angela is from Virginia, my friend. It's good to see you. Angela is from Virginia. Mad Max, say hi to Angela. So, let's see. 120 victims. 120 victims. But so 80 are not processed. This is sad, Angela. This is super sad. It's super, super sad. Super, super sad. This is so sad. For those ones who have just joined us right now, they actually 3,285 victims by P. Diddy. And those ones who have just joined us, they said 200 of the victims are being represented. And the entities of those other people will be reported to the FBI. Some of them have already been reported. So as soon as the victims are coming, and more victims are coming, and many of those victims are scared because of the backlash from the keyboard warriors, and then many of them are powerful people and will be exposed. And also saying that if you are defending the criminals, these criminals, including P. Diddy, you will be involved and you'll be answering because you'll be part and attached to the. And those victims should understand you are not alone. Even if you are not victimized by P. Diddy, you must just understand that you are not alone. Go and report. And there is evidence, and there's evidence, enough evidence, ranging from text, videos, pictures, audios against these criminals, heinous ones. And dates and venues will be collaborated with this evidence of audio, pictures, videos, and text. So for the team is composed of the former detective or detectives, form part of the investigation, to sort out or solve these claims. Threats from social media, and this won't be easy case because of this, because you're wondering what are these things, so because of keyboard warriors as well, they're enjoying. So there are 60 males and it's 60 females that have joined the team, and 62% are Black Americans. I'm gonna repeat, Black Americans, not African Americans. 30% are white, forming part of this team. A remainder is Asian or Hispanic, because we're not sure really. So Mad Max came, and when Mad Max came, then the victims are from 25 states, half of the country. In United States has 50 states. Mad Max says like a Diddy should be jailed forever. That's what he said. Which Hollywood celebrities involves according to you? So let's we'll take it from there.
Plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024.
Woo! 1991. Do you say 81 or 91?
Individuals who
Yeah,
were plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time.
Minors at the
of
time.
the acts complained of.
Yep. Let's go.
The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide.
Okay.
The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till
91. But why some people say that it was from. Some people said, okay, let me just go down. I'll come back. Some people said, all these people were involved here, Jim Fox, all this Jay-Z, all these people. But then when I checked something, the Indian Times says that Leonardo DiCaprio, like Mad Max said, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Ashton Kutcher, Paris Hilton. We don't know when many other people that were involved in all this. Youngest victim was only 9 years old. 9 years old. And then the other one was 14 years old. And the other one was, Mad Max said 9 years old. The other one was 15 years old. I don't know. 25% of the victims were minors. That's what it says. Then Angela came, and Angela said, this is sad. This is sad. Okay. And she said she's from USA. This is so sad. Oh, it's sad. It's sad. So my heart goes out to these babies. Woo, man. Angela, you're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry, Angela. Yeah. Whew, dang. My heart goes out to these victims. Yeah, we need to light the candle here. Boycott all celebs. Yeah, everybody should be boycotted because Hollywood knew about this. Hollywood knew about this. 100%. Hollywood knew what was going on here. Hollywood knew. Mad Max, what about LeBron? Angela is asking. LeBron says, Angela. He said is one of the YouTube videos. He said in one of YouTube videos that okay, LeBron. This is what LeBron said. Let me just go up. Okay, Angela. This is what Mad Max said. LeBron once said, "Ain't no party like Diddy party." You know, so we need to boycott this. We need to boycott. Angela said, Mad Max says, okay. Oh my God. Yeah. He just said something, So 1,000 bottles of baby oil found from his mansion. 1,000 bottles of baby oil found from his mansion. What was he doing with 1,000 bottles of baby oil? 1,000. We can even make a track. Cleo, I'm one of the keyboard reactors from Laser King. Angela. I'm one of the keyboard reactors from the Laser Gang. I'm one of the keyboard reactors from Laser King. Yeah, man, this is so bloody terrible.
This year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years.
25 years, my friend. 25 years of victimization. 25 years. 25 years. 25 years. That's according to him. He says that's from 1991 to 2024. Let me tell you, Mad Max, I never P. Diddy will never see freedom and he deserves it. Sad. So, Angela and Mad Max, what do you think? Do you think like, I mean, when you look at this case and when you look at R. Kelly's case is it's nothing comparing to this P. Diddy and his Hollywood crew. Should R. Kelly be let out and be warned that if he's gonna victimize anybody, he's gonna go back to jail forever? I think he's learned his lesson. But this guy, Mad Max, like I used to listen to, I never listened to P. Diddy. There was only one track that I listened to him. I listened to, it was I'm Missing You. That's all, just because somebody died. But I never liked his songs, by the way. It wasn't like really good. So that's from 1991 to 2024. And remember that 3,285. And more victims are still coming and reporting. And those ones, some of them are afraid, scared, because keyboard reactors will go after them. And Angela said, oh, I'm one of the keyboard reactors. So Angela says, I remember the reality show he had, and he was very abusive. That guy, when I look at him, he looked like a guy. I'm sorry to say this, but I don't want to be insulting people. I look at the shape of the head. and sometimes I look at the people and I look at the shape of the head. I just don't like them on set. I'm not trying to say anything bad. So explain Kelly Kess. I don't know. I also R. Kelly. Uh wow, Mad Max. We're gonna need to make a video and try to compare. We're gonna compare these crimes maybe tomorrow when I get a chance, or maybe the day after. We're gonna compare because I have to drive. I am in a country, I'm in another country. I came from another country, I'm in another country, and I'll leave this country and I'll be going to another country. So I think we'll do that comparison of these two cases.
of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time.
So, okay, cool. So many of these victims, right now I'm in a country called Eswatini. I am in Eswatini. I am in Eswatini, not formerly known as um formerly known as formerly known as Swaziland. Swaziland. I was Swaziland. I was in Lesotho recently. Now I'm in Eswatini. I was in Lesotho recently. I was in Lesotho. So I left Lesotho, I came here, and the morning I'm going to Botswana tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I should be going to Botswana. So I am right now I was in Lesotho, and then I came here, and then I'm going to Botswana. From Botswana, I'm going to Namibia. So I'm going to Botswana tomorrow. I should be going to Botswana. From Botswana, then I'll be going to Namibia. From Botswana to Namibia. Botswana to Namibia. From Botswana to Namibia. No. I don't get the money from YouTube, by the way. Sure. I don't make I never made a cent from YouTube. I don't even know how to set it as sometimes it comes, it's monetized, sometimes it's not monetized. No, so I don't make money from YouTube. I don't make money from YouTube. I never made a cent from YouTube. I never made money from YouTube. Never. Not even one time. So I'm gonna put this message. MedMax says, is YouTube a full-time job? No, I don't. I never made a cent. I never collected even a cent. Not even a 1 cent. Not even 50 cent. Not even a 1 cent. Not even a half cent. I never made money from YouTube. I don't make money from YouTube. My YouTube channel is one of the oldest channel, but I never made money from it. I don't make a cent. I never sold anything. I never collected any money. I don't even know these people that are making money. They know how the money is made. I don't do that. I've never done that. You have a lot of subs, monetize your videos. I don't know, because each time I try to monetize, something happens, but I haven't really, like, people know me. I think many of my subscribers understands that my YouTube, I don't make any cent. I never made any cent. And actually it doesn't matter. Let's listen to this. It doesn't matter.
Now, when you think about the fact that some of this conduct occurred 25 years ago, and you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward?
25 years. So if somebody oh, thank you, Mad Max. Thank you very much, Mad Max. I really thank you, Mad Max, for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mad Max. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so I'm gonna continue with this. Yeah, I never made a cent, from I never collected even a 1 cent from from YouTube. I've been posting before any big YouTubers out there. This is from 2008 or 9 that my YouTube channel was established. I just put videos here to keep videos. I never made a cent. Sometimes it shows that I've monetized, but I've never collected. Sometimes I see a little bit of there, maybe 5 cents or 5 cents. Some of the people try to give me money and I think I've forgotten what's the other subscriber give me £5 or $5 or something, and King also gave me £5, $5, but I never collected it. The money just disappeared. I don't know where the money went to. I never set up the money where the money must come to me. I don't know. So anyways, I'm not crying foul here. I enjoy just being on YouTube. I never collected any cent. I never made money since 2009.
I want to
Oh,
remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when
hmm.
something very terrible has happened to them. I'll
What?
use New York,
Why?
the state of New York, as an example. The state of New York has
So some states it's difficult. It's very difficult to report. Um, oh, this guy, one thing that he's not saying, I'll tell you guys just now. It's very difficult to report because remember some of the states I was checking the other day. I don't know how truthful. I don't know how to prove this. I don't know how to fact check. But actually, 47 of the states in America, adults are allowed to marry minors as long as the parents allows them to um, allows the adults, these adults, all the adults, to marry their daughter, the minors. So that's messed up because you do good videos, but you gotta revamp it. Angela, yeah, I wish to. So thank you very much, Angela, for saying this, but it's okay. It's messed up. Absolutely. I like the language, I like the language, Angela. That's messed up. I need to find ways of making money, by the way. I'm even thinking of going into because I've got too much time in my hands. I travel across the countries. I think I should go into forex trading. I'm thinking I should just take that way. If anybody who knows somebody who's doing forex trading and you trust them, just they should help me. I will need to start making money. This YouTuber just like posting things. I don't know what's going on here, how people monetize and collect their money and how they manipulate. I don't know. Some of them I understand they use farming. They farm they farm views. So they would put many phones, like maybe 20 phones or 100 phones. They'll put them together, and when they put these phones in, and the money is, people, these phones will be playing their videos, and when they play their videos, and these YouTubers will have more views, and they have a people that they pay also to create more views. So it's not it's that is what you see, people having more views. Some of them are just fictional. They create the people we have to pay. It's not easy, man. It's evil out there on YouTube. So YouTube having more views, they're just coming because the way it is, you pay for it. You pay on YouTube, they pay for the views. So mine, I never paid any cent. I get subscribers, two or one, sometimes one every day or two every day, and my subscribers built up from way back. But anyways, it's very difficult to report in these cases because I was trying to say to you that let me just say this.
specific statutes in place that revive claims that are even claims that would typically be not able to be brought, that it revives such claims and they can be brought even 25 to 30 years later because there's
So yeah, definitely. I wanted to say one thing here. In many cases, 47 states. I don't know. Angela will have to help me think about this, but actually, I read it and I saw the paper, and it's so many videos out there that minors are able to marry in that country. You know, it's like 47 states in America are allowed to marry minors, very young people. That's what you report. It's kind of hard. If a PD is paying the mothers, the parents of these victims, it's kind of, these things are happening all over the world. The old people, adults with money, politicians, Hollywood stars, pays other parents to get their daughter, to get their sons. So it's complicated situation in America. But if 47 states in America allows people to marry their daughter, as long as the parents sign papers, it's kind of hard to report. And when you report, you might be, Angela says, I think your parents have to consent from you if you're under 18. Yes, that's it. That's what I read. I won't give up, Angela. I never. Sometimes I gave up in the past because of what happened. I was bringing new things to the YouTube, Angela, and when through that process, and I see that our minds are not the same. I always think the best for the people, by the way, and people think the worst of me. So I stopped. That is draining. I would never argue or react to the people that I'm trying to protect. I will never. I try to protect my people, but at the end, don't ever try, because you will be trying to protect your friend, and in the process, they react against you. So I don't want to go. I don't even. Man, I just want to be happy. I don't want to go there. I'll never react to that thing. I move on, into life. I'll never react against anybody. Actually, I regret even reacting against the people that I think they're just living their lives the best way they know. Yes, it's not easy. Angela says, yes, it's not easy. Don't give up. Thank you very much, Angela. I will never give up. I think your parents have to consent through if you're under 18. Yeah, so I noticed that. Is it allowed in Africa to get married under 18, underage? No, because the policies in Africa are different. You have chiefs in some places, so you have laws that are sort of mixed. When I was in university, we were told by our lecturers that I think when I did some laws, and funny thing, I've got so many degrees, 9 degrees, but can't get a job. So you basically you have laws that does not allow anybody to get married at the age under the age of 18. No, not in any. And as far as I know, in Africa, it's taboo. It's actually old person. I've seen many white people coming to Africa, Spanish, old people, very old people, and they come here and they get. I don't know how it happens, but most of these ladies that most foreigners get married, or they've got this fake relationship they have. The other one is different race, and the other one is a different race. Majority of the time, especially in South Africa, is different because there are already white people here. Many of them Indians. This place is like a mixed. But in many African countries, it's very exciting to have a white person. And it doesn't matter how old this tourist is. So in South Africa, you don't need a tourist. Actually, it's different, totally different story around here. So she says, Cleo, it's okay. I've been blocked from the reactors, but I still supported them and keep moving. Yeah, same here. I also been blocked. I was blocked long ago, and blocked by people I was trying to protect. And I was pissed off because I spoke about this, and because I was like, I didn't expect certain things to happen. And you do things out of love. Everything I did on YouTube, every person that I collaborated, every person that I used to have a conversation on the phone, I did that out of love. I swear. And some of the people, they took it wrong way. They felt like, why didn't I call them? To talk about this, but it's okay. The funny thing is that we're on a different levels. We're in different levels. Me, I never hated anybody. That's why I don't want to react against anybody else. I don't want to react. It's a waste of time. If you die today, you will regret. You will regret. You think this thing is that, we talk about victimizing people here. There's a P. Diddy victimizing people verbally, sexually, physically, in any form. It's an abuse, and people do get tired. So me, I don't want to be part of that. Look, I'm a learned person, and I don't do funny things. I don't do funny things on the street like this. What I did, I thought I was, I fell into it. I regret being in there. I regret being in there. I supported everybody else, and that's what all I did. I like people who are talented, by the way. Me too. I'm confused, but only two blocked me. Yeah, who are these? You must tell me, Angela. You must phone me and tell me who are these people that blocked you. Because yeah, I don't hate nobody. I also don't hate nobody. I will never hate nobody. Honestly, never.
There's a recognition there in New York and California and other states that it's very difficult for a victim to come forward.
Yeah, I said that already. No, so I would never. The funny thing is that uh, people that blocked me, people that are there in their heads are saying they will never talk to me, and they cannot calm down. They cannot even call me one day, uh, or talk about something and understand how I felt. And I kept saying I did that out of love, and I will tell my friend the truth. That's when I like somebody so much, you know, and I'm that type of person. I never pretended. I'm a very, I, I don't like talking about myself actually. I don't like even reacting to these things that I'm reacting right now of PD. I'm just a person that I want the victims to understand that we are here. They're not alone. So I'm doing this reaction video here to look at the how this case is going and give everybody a little bit of updates. But I don't want to be reacting against anybody. Never, never. I'll never react against anybody. Never, never again. Never. But if I see something, somebody says something, it's my responsibility to stand up because I can see how sometimes you lack knowledge or not even lack knowledge, just you choose to be ignorant. If somebody likes you so much and then you block that person, who cares? It's okay. We just have to be happy. I just want positive energy. That's why I travel all my life. I've been living in the hotels all my life. I've been living in guest houses all my life. I've not known a life of living in a normal life. I travel, I've been traveling up, everything else I've been doing it for so many years. So you say, but the good thing is they still talk to me in other people's videos though. Uh, Angela, leave these people, be positive, let me motivate you,
These cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons.
So Angela, you are the greatest person ever. It's a lot of new reactors out here, and they're good people. I love them all, both old and new. So Angela, don't be angry. People that blocked me, they are just angry. They made it themselves angry. I did not anger them, and most of them, they are my sisters, they are my brothers. That's why you see the difference. I mean, I talk to King every time. King bashed me, whatever, when we used to do things together. I'm always coming up with the ideas. Every country that I go to, I promote reading culture. Tomorrow, I'm going to promote something at a museum. I speak to librarians, 25, 40 librarians. I'm doing my job to help and build Africa. And that's all I do. And I don't record some of those things. I don't record. I never recorded anything else, but I do a lot of things. I buy food for people. I do a lot of things. I never recorded those things. I never showed it that I've bought, I've made this. I've never done that. So I'm a very happy. I like people being united. I like people being happy. So I will never go out there just for the clickbaits, you know. So I love everybody. Even if those ones who even those ones who blocked me, I still feel that they are good people. I don't judge them. I don't judge them. But you must know, at least the good thing about me, I died before. So I know what happens. I know what happens. Yeah, because the king and I, we know what we talk about, and we don't react much anymore because we know that when you're out there, when you're exposed to these people, they will think and do whatever they want to do. They say whatever for the clickbaits, and the subscribers will be very happy. So you rather just get out of that arena, and don't be part of that. What I'm thinking is to build the nation and build the African. That's what I've been doing for years and years. You guys can check in my videos, old videos. I never did anything bad, but somebody painted the picture to me as a bad person. I've traveled so many countries and I've helped many young people for free of charge. I've helped libraries, museums, ministries, cabinets, politicians, you know. So for somebody to see me as a bad person, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. That's good. Just keep doing what you're doing, So yeah, just I don't want to be part of this anymore, because social media will remind you when you're out there. I've been dead before, so I know what it is, what it does to people. And I don't want to regret. Don't want to live a life of regrets.
Or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles, or in Florida, primarily in Miami.
So Miami, Florida, gosh. So Miami, Florida, all these places, man. And in New York City. Oh man, these people are having fun, You know, oh man. They were having fun. They thought they were having fun. They really thought they were having fun. So P. Diddy's case was really it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So mainly in Miami, Florida, and New York City. That's where all these hideous crimes were taking place.
Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties.
Ah, after party, after party, after party. It's been good talking to you, Angela. Says, yo, Angela, I mean, you've been there. You've been there. I always see your name. People came. I've been generating new subscribers, and new subscribers come to me, and we talk to them. But you, Angela, you've been here. You've been here with me. You've been here with me since. So it's good. Let's keep in touch. Don't get mad one day. Don't get mad at me. Don't block me, Angela. Just talk to me. I'm sorry.
Or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties.
Oh, album release, and they were releasing. These guys were releasing sperms also. Album release. That's where these things were taking place. So this is what was happening. Events and after party. This was really crazy. Angela says, let's just hope P. Diddy pay for what he did to those children and adults. Man, Angela, Angela, like 20, 3,285 victims. And as young as 9 years old. I mean, this is what we know. 9 years. They could be younger than that. They could be younger than that. And the fact of the matter is 25 states that these victims hail from. Half of the country has been raped by P. Diddy and his associates. Isn't this is super crazy? And they did this during their album releases, event, and after party. This is super crazy, man.
4th of July parties, something they called a puppy party.
What is a puppet party? Puppet party. Puppet party. What is a puppet party? Puppet. Is it written like a puppet party? What is a puppet party? You know, a lot of families who have been affected by child abuse, and these people have gotten away with it. Yes, yes, yes. I have taught into schools in many countries that I've been to, and I know certain issues that schools that I worked for couldn't knew and were aware who who are these people that were abusing the children that we were teaching. We knew this uncle is up to no good. But what do you do? What do you do in this case? Because you know this girl or this boy that has been raped by uncle stays with, stays with the uncle. So if you're gonna bring the uncle to the police station, where is this child going to stay? So you rather, or the school rather not report, so for the child's safekeeping, you know. Uh, Angela says, does it happen in my own family? And as children, we had to voice our power. How did you do it? How did you do it, Angela?
All white party, although several of these events occurred.
White party. Ooh, what is a white party? White party. Damn, puppet party. And white party. I don't know what the heck this is. So how did you deal with it, Angela? Have to drink water. If I don't drink water, I'm talking. What is white party?
At auditions.
So you see, most of us we've been to auditions. Most of us we've been to auditions. Um, Now, these things are happening in auditions. Sometimes you think you are safe when you go to auditions. You want to be something big, you know? White party. No, we had no voice or power, and many of my cousins still hurting. Oh, man. Man. And let me tell you something. I think there are large number of the kids that I've been speaking to over the years, and I know some of adults that I've spoken to too. They were once raped, but talking, sometimes as a man, you feel like you cannot talk about this because your friends will laugh at you. So even as a woman, knowing very well that my uncle who's alive or dead had raped me before, and as a woman or as a girl, okay, as a woman, you can't talk about these things. You just know, you just keep it to your heart. And if the whole world had to start that journey of, excuse me, of going to the police and report, most of those people would be kicked out. They'll kick them out.
Many times, especially young people wanting to break into the industry, were coerced into this type of conduct.
Coerced, yes, they'll be coerced. So it's kind of hard to. So like, let me just talk. Let me give you this example. Many reactors and many keyboard reactors. I read uh, people writing about me, and without knowing that, also abusing me. I wasn't on I never, actually, if you look properly, I never reacted. I just brought good ideas that people should be united, people should be together. Reactors should be together, reactors should work together. And knowing very well this idea would work, I didn't know that it was not going to work. And there were the keyboard reactors started bashing at me. reactors started bashing at me. Many videos they made about me. I was there just only a month. Only a month when I was trying to put everybody together. And within that month, both keyboard reactors or keyboard warriors all started bashing at me. I never liked that guy. How can you not like a human being? You know? So that's when I realized that, yeah, perhaps we just on a different levels. You know? Honestly, I did a lot in academics, and I just thought to myself, what the hell did I get myself into? Why did I end up in this mess? You know? So it was best for me to just stay away from all this. So that's being victimized. Did I talk about it? No. Did I react to every video that was made about me? No. Did I defend myself? No. IMRA wrote me letters, but now, I mean, me and IMRA, we don't, I mean, I used to speak to IMRA before even a couple of years back, ago, before this people started seeing, things, when he went to India and other stuff. Of course, certain things that I saw when he with the ball, whatever, I just didn't like it, whatever stuff, but I was still putting my work out there. I used to sympathize with him, I did my part. I also gave him some money. The time I had lots of money, I gave him some money. And after that, when I said, you know what, let me see, I went this side and sympathized with the reactors because I felt like the reactors were victims in this case because I saw the reactors being attacked. This is the reason why I'd never joined reactors, actually. To be honest, I was a sympathizer. Period. I had not joined to react against anybody. But because I have an eye and professionally, it's my job to predict things. So maybe I went into it too much. I read into it too much. I read into it too much. And then look, what has happened? Everything that I said, it happened. Everything that I said, about this person, that person, it happened. Did anybody come back to me and say, oh yeah, what you said in this video with the king, what you said when you with the M Caro or whatever, all these things, it happened. It happened, and it's some of the incidents still happens now and then. I see people attacking each other on this, on that. But the thing is, why Black people should live this kind of life? Why another Black person would block another Black person for saying this is the correct ways? This is the one thing that some of us, we think, we'd rather not be part of this kind of cat and mouse race and just get out and just make new friends out there and leave the country. And that's the reason why some of the people are not in Africa, because they went through the same thing. And we are just trying to, and this is why these African Americans, we're calling them African Americans, Hollywood stars, they do wrong things, because that's not how to live your life. And this is what P. Diddy, I'm looking at what P. Diddy did. He didn't care. Just the same, some reactors didn't care about me, didn't look at what I've done. They never even watched my videos, my past videos, what I was doing. I was a reading ambassador, and I'm still doing it across the world and for free of charge. So when I came, I was just sad a little bit. I was just a little bit, because I heard somebody talking about reactors and calling them names. Then I decided to sort of to play the part, and I try to unite the reactors together. Others said they had no time, which was understandable, which was accepted. But we're reaching the point when I was trying to say, the thing is, let's say I'm your friend, right? But from the observation lately in the reactions, it's important to work independently and be your own person, and you can agree to disagree. Now, it's true. It's true. But the one thing I can say is that um, I was, these things started by misunderstanding. I had sought advice that I want to unite all reactors. I always come up with new ideas all the time. So other people called me names, what, but I was coming out with a new idea. So yes, I understand. You gotta be independent. You can even collaborate with others, but have your own mind. Yes. So those are the things that I learned. But the thing was that I was with the group of people that I trusted, that there would not be two sides. There would not be on both sides. People have a right to do whatever they have to do. But I mean, if I am loyal to you, but you're not loyal to me, then I will speak out because you are doing your own thing without consulting me. So when I saw other reactors speaking to other people that we were actually initially reacting against, and you start collaborating with those people without telling me that, you know what, I'm going to make a video about this person, or I'm going to be with this person, I'm going to call this person that we are, is that okay? So I was shocked. I was shocked.
In the promise of being made a star, or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape, or even let them read for Sean Combs.
I was really, really, really shocked, to
You
that.
should know that
So,
some of this behavior occurred at well-known venues in New York City. Some of
so I was really shocked, honestly. I was really,
filed reports reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals.
yeah. So in the case of this, I was shocked. So Perfect, a little fish, the fall guy, nobody is talking about the CEOs and the actors, politicians and presidents at the top. Humble the lion, humble lion, you know, humble lion, humble lion. So P. Diddy, guys, this is sad. I am a brown person, right? I am a brown person. But when you see another brown person, uh, let me tell you guys how difficult this situation is. You know what happens in China? In China, India, they're so happy about this because it's in the news. When they see the race, the black race, is performing badly, they basically, make it as a everybody else basically in China. What one would say is that when they see a black person, will say, "You a bad, bad, bad guy. Look at the PD that your brother did this. You're also a bad guy." So I am not reacting to this, but I'm just looking at um reactions are doing really well and I enjoy them. But I have my own opinions as long as I don't insult. I never, Angela, I never insulted. It's just and that's not how, the ironic thing about me is that I don't even speak like that. People so insults when they people do insults every day, and I'm not even at their level. They do lots of insults, but with me when I speak, because they want me to be quiet and to be not to say anything. But I never insulted anybody. Actually, honestly, I never did. I never did. I never insulted anybody. I never insulted anybody. Never, never, never insulted. Actually, all the people that I was in, that people thought that I was insulting, they're my best friends, actually. You know. So I was called names by Ayamara, but he knew me. We communicated before, and he's a good guy in his own way. You know, everybody has got good side and bad side. So Anyways, that was the best way of getting rid of me. And it worked. It worked. It really worked. It really worked. It really worked. Hello, Filton plays. It really worked. A reaction. I mean, I can do reactions, and I'm gonna go back to reactions, but I would never want to betray or to say things just for the sake of because I want. I mean, really, like, why would I do insults? I had nothing against people. I had nothing against anybody. But it was good riddance, actually. It worked because certain people that blocked me and thought that they could win, they won the battle because thing is about making money on YouTube, right? It's got nothing to do with the passion. You look at the money that you're making, you do whatever you gotta do to make more money the next day and build a house back in your country. I understand. I don't make money on YouTube. Never made a cent on YouTube. I never made even $1, 1 cent, 2 cents on YouTube. I never made any single dime. But it was just that time. I don't know what happened. I even regret. I don't know what happened that I moved from Ayamara, the person that I was communicating and supporting and sending money and doing all those things, you know, to changing to become the opposite because I did not understand the streets of reactions or reaction videos. I did not understand. And I learned my lesson. He called me names, but I never hated him. I don't hate him up until now. I don't hate Ayamara. I don't hate anybody in his family. I used to speak to Diana, in the past before our fall apart, So I never hated anybody up until today. All reactors, those also blocked me, still blocked me. It's the anger that they bring upon themselves. It's time to leave. It's time to move on. It's time to make peace. So it works. But I know they also receive advice from their subscribers that don't talk to that guy. So it's a game. It works.
We're in the process of collecting with our team assistants, medical records, reports that were made to the authorities. And I've already said that some of the individuals in this group did in fact talk to the FBI.
So, but bro, you're also repeating the same thing. We need to finish this
The
video.
drug called
It's a breaking news, my brother.
or trank, which based on our research is known as a horse tranquilizer.
Hungry, right? So what the heck, bro? Speak English, bro.
Where the defendants were involved in the case. Each case may be filed in one venue like California. Another case may be filed in New York.
So many cases. So imagine 25 states. Each case has to be filed in each country, in each states. Humble Lion, building a name for yourself is hard and it takes time. But if you are consistent, you can make a comeback, and your audience and your people will come. Right now, Humble the Lion, I don't have people. All the people that supports reactors that are remaining, the reactors that I know, some of the reactors that are still my friends, and the subscribers. I saw how many subscribers actually left me, then I gain 1 or 2 subscribers every day or something like that, So I'm trying to be consistent. I'm making videos in each country that I travel. I have never lived in a house, humble the Lion. I've always been in hotels and guest houses for such a long time, more than half of my life. Actually, not more than half of my life. I think all my life. I never lived in a real house. I never lived in a real house. So I would like, one thing. Look, Humble the Lion. I have no taste of audience. I never tested any audience. So I don't know how how it feels like when a person has more subscribers and have more views. I don't get the views like other people, so I don't know how it feels like. That's why perhaps we different. I don't make money from YouTube. I would like to build this YouTube channel. Like I would like to meet a friend who would want to advise me and work with me, and maybe one day I'll meet a partner, maybe a girlfriend, maybe a wife. I don't know if this things happens. I never had a wife. I never had a girlfriend. I don't have anything. But maybe if one day these things happens, and that person should understand how the YouTube works, and maybe I can build something from this. But all I can say right now is we are in a different zone. We're in a different zone. Other reactors, they know how it feels like to have 2,000 views, how 5,000 views. They know how it feels like to have 25,000 views, and how they react from that, and how it gets into their heads, or how they control themselves. So I've never cried foul because I have no experience of my subscribers that I have right now, the die-hard subscribers that have been with me for many, many years. Um, some of them, they come back. The ones that came through the reaction that I used to do in the past, all those ones are gone. Just a few. Angela is still here, and one or two people. Humble Lion also, Humble the Lion. Um, Humble Lion, you've been here. I've known you also for such a long time. Filton Plays. Um, I don't know if I've seen you before. Filton Plays. Maybe the name has changed. Nice name, by the way, and a nice picture you have there. And yeah. And listen to what Humble Lion said, and very clear. Oh, thanks. I'll listen. I'll listen. Cool. Okay, let me just go and check what Humble Lion said. Building a name for yourself is hard and it takes time, but if you're consistent, you can make a comeback, and your audience, people will come. No, I never got an audience. These subscribers, a bit the one that used to view sometimes of the video, they used to come to my the people that I used to collaborate with. I never had people that was coming to me like the way, that's why I never cry foul. So thanks so much. Let me just speed up here because it's 11 o'clock here in Swaziland, a country called Swaziland, where I am right now. And tomorrow I should be going to another country. I just came from another
May
country.
sue just Sean Combs, but multiple other people. One case may sue a range of people. Sue a range of people.
Hey, bro, this speech is getting boring.
And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that.
Hey, do you use them in this thing?
But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases.
Yeah, P. Diddy, my bro. Dang, man.
There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed.
Uh, so these names will be revealed during the time of the claims have been sorted out.
They already know who they are, but would also include corporate entities who ultimately profited. As
Yeah.
we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These defendants will not only include individuals, but would also include corporate entities.
Corporate entities. That will include man, this is gonna be interesting.
And then threatened as they were leaving. So in addition to Sean Combs abused, or they're witnessing other people being,
I'm
or stop it.
I'm just trying to speed up this.
Any individual or entity who covered.
Yeah, so this case is gonna be hectic. It's not, it's making news. It's making news out there.
If you will. Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink. Typically, that drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something.
Sure. Oh, that's super crazy. List. Super crazy. Listen to what the Humble Lion said. Yeah. Thank you, Humble and Lion. Thank you, Angela.
Something. Once that drink takes effect, the perpetrators perform all kinds of sex.
So, guys, you must be careful when somebody gives you the drink. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful taking somebody's drink and you drink it. You gotta be extremely careful. Watch it. Watch it.
Sexual acts on the victims, many times passing him or her around. As people watch and enjoy the show.
This is like a gang rape. So basically, a woman, like let's say, for example, Asher was raped, or Jay-Z was raped, and he will be passed around other guys to do all the sorts of things.
And then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured.
The victim will be injured. Was the victim were injured in the process of what? Wow, injured. And they were passed around. Oh my God. Yeah. This is crazy, man. This is super crazy. This was super crazy.
And wondering what happened. When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Sometimes
because you are threatened, you can't say anything. You're threatened. You're threatened, so you can't say anything. And when you're threatened, you're threatened. What are you gonna say? The most powerful person says something and does something. I don't know how to put it. Like I'm trying to put it, guys. I'm at the guest house, actually a lodge. So let me see if I can get this light. Here we go. All right, let's get going.
there are threats of physical violence or financial repercussions.
So you won't get your money.
Or bodily harm.
Oh, bodily harm. Yeah, these guys were crazy, right?
The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent sexual assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a
sexual assault. What's the difference between sexual abuse and sexual assault? What's the difference? Sexual assault and sexual abuse. What's the difference between the two? If somebody knows, what does this mean? Sexual assault and sexual abuse. What's the difference between the two?
The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent sexual assault or rape,
Violent, rape, and so don't get it what it means.
sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a controlled substance,
Controlled substances. That was a drug, right? With a drug. So they would rape with using drugs. And facilitated, the means they had, I don't know what it means, how they facilitated this. Facilitated sex. Damn. This guy here was crazy, man. Sex with the drugs, what am I saying?
false imprisonment, compelled
Imprisonment, false imprisonment. I don't understand. You go to PD, then you want to make your music. You know? Then imprisonment, forced imprisonment. So you go to PDD and he forces you to be imprisoned.
compelling prostitution,
Oh, so what was he getting money? Was this guy getting money or what was going on? Was he getting money? Prostitution as well. Yo, man, that's super crazy right here. That's super crazy. Forced prostitution.
sexual misconduct,
Sexual. Oh, what is this thing? It's like they just. It's like it's just same word. Sexual misconduct. It's like the same word, and then they just make other words out of them. Sexual misconduct, prostitution, forced imprisonment. You guys, you tell me, like these words here, these words. I just don't understand it. It sounds like one thing to me. What do you think, guys?
dissemination of video recordings,
Dissemination. So he was also recording the evidence, and that's the one they're using in court. If he was not recording, are you gonna recordings of our sex activities? That was crazy. So it's there's a list. How many? How many of you this? How many of this, man? How many of this? So this guy was recording as well.
false imprisonment,
Yeah, you already said it.
sexual abuse of minors. Given the large volume of cases,
sexual abuse of minors. Okay, I understand. This one is okay of minors, but this guy has done just too much. I don't understand it. I don't know if this is the way he was making money. P. Diddy to become a rich person. I really don't know why he did this.
and given our other docket obligations, and given the fact that we want to be sure when we file these cases that they are fully vetted, really focus on this as a country and really focus on this about how pervasive this is and what we as collectively can do about it. So I want to bring forward Carrie Paul. She's a national victim advocate who helps victims.
National victim. All right. So I want to get to the other part. Okay, fine. Bring sex abuse I don't know whatever. No, an advocate. You bring an advocate. Let's hear what an advocate is gonna talk about on this case. Okay, bring her quickly, bro. Bring her quickly. We need her. We need to hear what she says.
who have been
Hello, I'm Carrie Paul, the
Hello, Paul.
National Victim Advocate. It's not easy for any survivor to come forward.
Okay, we heard that,
Our
bro.
culture doesn't believe survivors. The media runs
Media.
stories asking why it took so long for survivors to come forward. We have officers in the field that don't know what to say to a rape victim, and also an alarming amount of backlash.
Okay, so there are actually police out there that have no idea how to deal. Police have no idea. That's why people don't report cases, right? Have no idea how to, deal with. There was one of the countries that I traveled recently. I won't say which country I've been to, and I realized that there are many prostitutes, including people who are not prostitutes, that were being abused by the police, and sleeping with these prostitutes, or sleeping with the women, because of that policemen they would not pay. So the prostitutes took the police men and women, took them to the court and say these people sleep with us without paying. So how is the police going to deal with it? Because if a police doesn't have, I believe the police should have a master's degree or doctorate. They wouldn't do all these things with it. So most of the police don't know how to deal with this situation, sexual abuse and all other things. If you report to them, if you report, you report to go to the police station, you're going to report. They wouldn't know. They have no idea how to go about it. So I understand how difficult it is. So yes, police have no idea how to deal with the sexual abuse if you report. So let's hear what she says.
Most people don't know how the criminal justice works in general.
Many people,
There isn't themselves into positions of power and control. The
power
foundation
and control. I mean, that's the same thing. I mean, it's like talk about America, because it does use the power and control. It does that. So how are you gonna say next time we should see somebody suing America and for the exacerbating the wars in these countries and supplying? This is just the culture. This is just the behavior of America. I wouldn't know what is going on in America.
they seek victims who are vulnerable, such as children.
Yeah,
where it happens
America
most.
also does. I mean, this thing is like, it's amazing. Vulnerable countries, they'll go to them and give them a little bit of money. And this is what also PDD, vulnerable children. And I mean, that's what he was doing. Vulnerable children and sometimes vulnerable countries. And then you go and manipulate them. So it's sad that these things have to happen to children. They have to, it has to happen to the people that are just minding, that are just minors.
Way, were you drinking?
Let's see the drink with other things. I think that was really terrible.
All of this creates an environment that enables abusers to continue abusing. I want all survivors.
Actually, alcohol is bad. Lessing of the drinks. Lessing of what of lessing of drinks. It's just crazy that these people would go out and do that. The lessing of drinks is crazy, 100% crazy. This shouldn't be happening. This should not be really happening. It should not. Should not.
Survivors that are watching this to know we believe you and we support you. Thank you.
the kind of volume of calls we've received.
Let's hear what
Thank
it
you,
says.
Tony. Like Tony said, my name is Andrew Van Arsdale. I'm the managing partner of ABA Law Group. We have offices at
I want you now to hear from my co-counsel, Andrew Van Arsdale. We've created a sexual abuse hotline
So you can see that there's they've even created. I mean, it wasn't it there before. So this council this is actually, for those ones who are not from America, council is most of the time it will be the court, like he said, called council. Council's like this group of low uh, 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 people, who have studied law, and they call them councils, whatever, call council. But in other countries, they call them with different names. I don't know what you call it in your country.
But I want him to visit with us just a few moments about how that works and the kind of
Offices in California, Montana, and North Carolina. To build off of what you just so well said, it's very hard to come forward. And given what we've experienced the past 10 days is really unprecedented in my career, at least.
Yeah, okay.
And decided to investigate and represent that this happened to someone and you have information about it, please contact us. If this happened to you, come forward.
So the number is there. If you're in America, it's time you go. Yeah.
What it needed to do and indicted.
Yeah. So that he has been indicted. I don't know if they did. Let us hear what he says here.
And horrible things happening.
I feel so bad for.
And the other thing that I want to say is the pattern and practice of this, again, is unprecedented. Over 30 plus years of the same sort of events happening, people thrust into the circle reportedly.
But nobody talks about the Freemasons or rituals that people do. This one was, yeah, he did it so badly, man.
That because the federal government did what it needed to do and indicted this man, that they put him in jail and a judge kept him in jail. They tell me directly, this validates my feeling.
Yeah. So there's a feeling, So the guy has been indicted, and stuff like that. He has been indicted. That's all. He has been indicted. I don't know if I'm indicated. What am I saying? How do you go about this? Yeah, he's been indicted, and he's in jail. Puffy is in jail. Puffy P Diddy, P Diddy is in jail. He's in jail. I don't know if he's in jail, but I will follow the story. According to what this guy says, it says like Puff Daddy is in jail. So let's see.
For so long, I thought it was my fault. What is it about me that put myself in that scenario? What was I wearing at the time? What did I do to be subjected to such horrific office?
Yes,
10 days.
Speaking just to try to get all the victims to come. This council is going to make a lot of money, though.
Association Against Sexual Assault, and let her visit with you a few moments about these types of cases. Let me introduce to you now Olivia Rivers from the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, and let her visit with you a few moments about.
So this is association. Wow, that's good.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Q Olivia Rivers. I am just served my 6th year as the board chair for the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault. I'm also the CEO for the Bridge Over Troubled Waters, which is a local rape.
She's got an accent.
And vulnerable. The reality for many survivors is that coming forward to report their assault is one of the most difficult and.
But you're all saying the same thing. You just want to get everybody to come and report it. Yes, they will come.
Where survivors must relive their, and 1 in 6 men will experience some form of sexual violence in their lifetime.
1 in 6 men. That's crazy, man. It's a research most.
Of those, just 5% lead to an arrest.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So 1 in 6 men one in 6 men, 6 men will experience some kind of sexual abuse, will experience uh, some kind of sexual abuse. It's crazy, man. Sexual abuse. Wow, this is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's really super crazy. Why people do this, man? I'm gonna end this video very soon, but let's hear.
And even fewer, less than 1% of reported cases ever result in a conviction, which is a devastating gap between the crime and the justice that survivors deserve. I want to briefly focus on our
So, bro, yeah, hold on. I don't know. Maybe my mind works differently.
not skepticism and blame. We have to ensure that our legal system is equipped to handle these cases with the seriousness they deserve, and that survivors have access to the resources
I know you're gonna have a good accent, bro.
beyond the legal courtroom. We have to address the root causes of this epidemic: prevention, awareness, and
Yeah, I think that's what you need to do. You need to do as an organization. Yeah, that's what you need to do, guys. I'm skipping here. This breaking news is breaking news.
Each state is different in that respect. Typically, there is a balancing test, like the public's right to know the name of the most cases. I would say 90% of the cases, these individuals were drugged with some sort of drug.
Yeah, so the victims were drugged, period. They were drugged. I'm gonna just stop it here. It's one thing that the same way that I'm looking at it, like we're gonna need to stop it right here. And yeah, so we'll end it here because I really don't know what's going on, but jeez, already, well, guys, there's a lot of things that has happened actually here, so let me just see if we can play the last part. Pentagon, Washington, takes time. Thanks. How about the lion, man? You gave me. So I don't know what's up with the network in this country that I'm in.
She was flattered, went to the party, was given one drink and doesn't remember anything else. Ultimately,
Man, that's stupid. Whoa.
into her was laced with something. She blacked out and she woke up in the same bed, again, allegedly, with Mr. Combs,
Whoa, bro. So these guys are just having sex every time.
both her vagina and her anus, where she was
What the heck?
allegedly by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport.
Yeah. Sexual abuse, both her, vagina and the ass was injured or were injured. Shucks, man. This is crazy, man. This is super crazy, man, honestly.
Was given one drink in the SUV and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her vagina and her
Damaged. What were they using? What kind of object were they using?
in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her anus were torn and sore.
Yo. Shucks.
Remember anything else? Ultimately, was so messed up. Went to the hospital where they found cocaine
In her body. So they found, these people found cocaine. Shaka solo, man. In the victim's body. Mm, 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 mm. Whoa, man, that's really crazy out there.
and this horse tranquilizer in her blood system.
Tranquilizer.
I want to give you a quote from a very young man who told us over the phone about his experience and all the things that happened to him.
Yeah.
He says allegedly at the hands of Sean.
Man, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear much.
Stories heard. This is the beginning of what I hope to be a national dialogue. This type of sexual, I quit the industry because of what he says allegedly at the hands of.
Yeah. So you quit. All right.
Sean Diddy Combs.
So many artists just quit. Many artists just quit because they're afraid of Sean Combs is gonna. Sean Connery was gonna rape them. They just stopped pursuing. Pursuing their career. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, I didn't know this is what is happening in there.
And his friends in the effort to try to sign a record deal. This was kind of what he was told he would have to encourage witnesses.
Sex for a record deal. Sex for a record deal. Sex for for a record deal. Oh, man. Sex for a record deal. in exchange, hey. Oh man, that's superb. That's superb. So you go there because you want to get a record deal so you can be famous.
Victims to come forward and bring your evidence so we can continue to break down this wall of silence and we can continue to have these stories heard. This is the beginning of what I hope to be a national dialogue. I'll take a few questions, not many, maybe two, but if you have 120. But I will question. I'll be pleased to try to answer it.
Yeah, what's the question? Let's hear. Who's that?
How many minors are making accusations?
Minors.
I don't know what the feds are aware of.
Yeah. So how many minors?
I do know it's 25 out of this 120.
Antonio,
But I will say this.
Yeah, you said it already. You said it already.
We welcome the FBI or any authority who wants to come to us, and we're going to make that available to these victims because I think that's
Yo, man.
important. My suspicion is, based on talking with these folks, is that the FBI is just not aware of these people. The FBI has talked to some of these folks.
Yeah, man.
There's a few plaintiffs here, but I don't anticipate filing.
Yo, man. Like, listen. Let me just go through this quickly. Well, starting from the bottom here. Okay, cool. So here you're saying that where many artists stopped, pursuing their career in the music, industry. Others don't even want to act because you have to pay with your body, to become a big actor. And they found cocaine in the victims' bodies. And also, both these ladies' things was like injured, damaged. And 1 in 6 men will experience sexual abuse. That's super crazy right there. A wrap up. So, and they would lace your beer, your alcohol with drugs, cocaine, and children are vulnerable, basically. And the police are not able to do their job because police have no idea how to deal with the sexual abuse if you report. and there are advocates involved in this sexual abuse of minors and stuff, and also recordings of PD that recorded everything, that was happening in that house, and the recordings of sex activities as well. So, and sexual misconduct and prostitution that took place there, and forced imprisonment. So people would be imprisoned and raped, and all that had to do with the drugs and the facilitating that, so that the other artists would come and have sex with them. So, and they were like passed around. All the victims were passed around so that everybody can have sex with them. Humble the Lion told me that that was off the topic, but we tried to sort out a few things, and we talked, and then there was a puppy party, and there was also something called white party. I don't know what all those things meant. And if we go up here, there's Mad Max. Okay, thank you. From Botswana to Namibia. This one I was saying that I'm in Lesotho in Swaziland, just in case. My name is Cleo Boni, and I'm here in another country called Swaziland, and I'll be traveling to I said I'm going to Botswana, and I'm from Lesotho, and I said I'm in Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland. So when we look at this, that's these crimes by P. Diddy has run from 1991 to 2025, and this has happened for over 25 years of victimization, and there are already 120 victims, and actually these guys are representing almost 25 200, and 25% of the victims were minors. You can imagine, young people, very young people, and 15 years old minor, and there was a 14 years old minor, and there was also 14 years minor. And again, the youngest was only 90 years old. So this is just a number of other people that are involved in this. It's so sad how it's going to work out there. Jay-Z is involved in this. So USA has 150, USA has 50 states and 25 states. That's where this guy victimized a lot of people. And 30% in this team are white, and the remainder, and 62% are black people that are part of the council, and 60 males and 60 females. And victims are always threatened by keyboard warriors, and in this case, the council is being joined by detective for so they're going to use the dates and venues and collaborate that with evidence such as audio and visual, which is a video, and what you call text and papers and pictures actually. And as a victim, if you're a victim, you are not alone. If you're a victim, just be strong. And hope these things is going to be sorted out soon. If you are defending the criminals like a P. Diddy, then you will be involved in this case. What are these dirty secrets? So they are dirty secrets by P. Diddy and his crew. Many of these powerful people will be exposed by the council. If there are more criminals out there, and probably they're already hiding, or they're already gone to hiding, and there's now a backlash between the people. There's a backlash with from the community and in their family, and as well as backlash from the social media in bashing these victims, P. Diddy's victims. Many of these victims are still or are scared or were scared. So as soon as they were the victims started coming, and the more victims are reporting. And as I said, 3,285 victims that are recorded, but only that dealing with the 200, and now they've sorted out 120 victims, and 25% of 120 are, and this means that you probably have 25% of them are basically minors, and some of them have already been reported to FBI. Some of these powerful people, entities, and more people will be implicated, and they're going to be reported to the FBI. And as I said already, 200 of the victims are represented, but all the victims that have already reported, there are more than 3,285. So my name is Cleo Bonnie. Guys, it's been nice talking and speaking to you and giving you guys the breaking news. Hope to see you again next time, same place, same time, next time. Goodbye.